Hello everybody and welcome to our very first live stream expert series. This is the introduction and I'm so excited to be going live with you guys for the very first time in a while. This is going to be a weekly live stream for those looking to gain confidence on camera and go live for their businesses. So if you're a business owner or you're a coach, this series is going to be perfect for you. Even any kind of business model actually is great for live streaming. So you could be an e-commerce brand, like a product-based business. You could be a service-based business. You could be a brokerage. You could be a coach, like I said, and plenty of other different kinds of business models, such as little entrepreneurship, such as making polymer clay earrings or something like that. So this is a wonderful place for you to join me on a weekly basis to learn more and gain some more confidence on camera. This is a great series to take information for not only on Instagram live streaming, but also on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So we all know the power of the live stream, and if you don't, you will discover, of course, what the power of the live stream can do for you and your business in this series. So I will give you a little bit of a backstory before we jump into the content. Today is a little bit of an introductory call. So we're just gonna kind of go over the series, talk about what you can expect, learn a little bit about me and my journey live streaming so that you guys can have a bit of a background information about where my expertise comes from. So my name is Kaylin and I am the owner of Ellie Social Media Inc. It is a digital marketing agency that's focused on social media, branding, and content creation. But today's video, of course, is all about live streaming. And I would give you a little bit of a background as to how I became an expert in live streaming. And it all started back in 2017 when I moved from Vancouver to Thailand across the world and developed a freelancing career starting with social media. And as I'm currently right now in Montreal at my home here, my home office and my living room, this is where I've ended up. It's been 5 years since then. I've gone from a freelancer to a full-blown agency, and it's been an incredible journey. And during that entire 5 years, I've been live streaming for various different companies, and I have done a total of 189 live streams in my career so far. So we're almost at the 200 mark, and we will get there after the next few weeks of going through these series. And I'm very, very excited. So at that point, I'm going to go ahead and pick up my clipboard to learn what the next step is here. So I did mention that this course is not only just for Instagram streaming, it is for Facebook and YouTube and TikTok as well. So on Facebook, I have experience live streaming for audiences of 25,000 or more. On Instagram, I have experience live streaming with 30,000 followers or more, and on YouTube with over 10K followers. So altogether, that's brought the number to 189 for various different companies. And that's not including any other video marketing that I've done in my career. So that could be Reels or other kinds of pre-recorded video series. So things like YouTube channel video series, tutorials, tips and tricks, that sort of thing that I've created in the past. So what has all of this live streaming been able to achieve? And that's really what you're probably wondering if you're considering going live for your company, is what would be the point? And after having been live streaming for over 3 years and over 189 videos, I can definitely assure you that there is a very, very valid reason to begin live streaming. And that is increased customer engagement. So in my live streaming, my expertise lies in community building. So that means building connections and relationships with consumers, whether or not they are existing customer base or they are people that have never heard of your company before. So those people will be attracted to your pages by your live streams because of the activity that's happening on that page. So let me know in the comment section, have you gone live before? The coaster always falls off on these when they attach to the jar. Anyway, so highly engaged community is number one for the most high reason for doing live streams in the first place. Then you can actually achieve some of your product education goals. So inform your customers about your product. So product expertise, going over the product in detail, how the product can be of value to you in your life, how the service will enhance your day-to-day, and etc. So those are opportune moments for you to talk about yourself, your product, and how you can be a benefit to a potential consumer. Next up, you also gain an immense amount of reach and exposure from live streams and video content in general. So things like Reels, live streams that are on a series basis and reoccurring. So those people will be coming to your pages, of course, and be much more engaged because they can see a face behind the company. This is very important because many people can be creating your product. They can have many competitors within your same niche, but the way that you're going to differentiate yourself in the market is by showing your face, showing your product on camera. Now, by face, I mean what you're selling. So if you're a service-based business and the company relies on you, you need to start getting your face in front of the camera. If you are a product-based business, then you don't necessarily have to show your face, especially if you're shy or you don't think it's gonna be something that is successful for you. But you do have to put the product on live. Make sure that the people that are watching can communicate with you and can engage and ask questions about the product in real time, because it assures trustworthiness as well. Because if I know that I can ask the expert right on the video, they're most likely probably going to be telling me the truth, especially if they're on camera, because it's a lot harder to lie. So you'll be able to tell pretty transparently about that kind of thing when you're on live streams. So this is the opportunity to have that authentic connection with your customer. And I can tell you, over my experience in live streaming with various companies, we've raised their repeat buyer base tenfold. So the companies that I've worked for have a 30 to 40% repeat buyer base percent. And that's directly from Shopify Analytics. So that is just proof in the pudding that community building is key to repeat buyer base. And how do you do that? Live streaming. So that's the reason why it's effective and why you should definitely consider doing it. If you don't want your face to be on camera, that's a very common deterrence that I hear from my customers. They don't want to be on camera, and I can definitely understand that. The thing about it is that you don't necessarily have to, like I just mentioned. Put the product on display, and then you don't have to show your face. You could just show from your hips down and your workstation, angle your laptop or your camera, and angle it in the right direction. The screen is constantly going black. It's why I keep having to touch on the camera. So another deterrence that I come into contact with on a regular basis is people just not really understanding the value of why they would go live on camera every single week. Because you know what? They pick up the camera, they do the live stream, they do it once or twice. They see not very many people watching. Right now, I have a very low number of people watching, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop the series, right? The series is meant to pick up as we go along. But, of course, we get insecure. We look at the number of likes, the number of views, the number of comments, and we think, people didn't like this, I'm gonna try something else. But the fact is, you genuinely have to be doing something on a consistent basis. This means weekly, monthly at least, in order to get attraction with your audience. Most people have to be live streaming or podcasting or YouTubers for at least a year of consistent posting before you can actually get any takeaway from your efforts. That's a big deal. That's a lot of work to invest in something that you're not sure is going to give you the results that you're looking for or generate any revenue. So we're going to cover that kind of stuff in this series, okay? We're going to go over many, many, many things. Another deterrence that we see quite regularly is people not having enough ideas or content to feel confident in justifying a whole live stream. So when I was working on the content for today's stream, which by the way, there's no harm in holding it in your hands as long as you're not completely distracted by it. Anyways, but in coming up with the information for today's live stream, I was a little bit panicked. I was thinking, okay, am I gonna have enough stuff to talk about for a lengthy amount of time? And of course, we're already at 10 minutes and I'm not done. And obviously, you don't have to go for 20 to 30 minutes on a live stream. It doesn't have any time limit, right? And it gets saved on IGTV right after, so you always get to save it. So the pressure's off. No one cares. Even the people that are watching me right now, they probably don't care in the long run. They're gonna forget about this video. But if I'm consistent with it, if I'm constantly checking in every single Wednesday, 8 p.m. EST, and I see those people on that live stream every single week, eventually those people are going to be so connected and so attuned to the brand that they will eventually buy. They will convert. And if they don't, at least they are going to be consistent fans of your brand, contributing to you, not monetarily, but with likes and comments and engagement and shares. Sharing is a thing, you guys. So share this video if this is something that one of your friends or family needs to hear, because live stream is real. It is like magic, okay? And I can tell you from 189 streams in my career so far. So things are looking up, and I can definitely assure you that you're gonna learn something over the next few weeks of this live stream series for expert level live streamers. So with that being said, I will take a sip of water because it's a lot of talking on live stream. Hi everybody who's joined me. Hi Winspace. Hi Clan. Hi Fibshop. Hi Emily. Hi Teresa. Hi everyone. So what are we going to cover over the next few weeks of live streaming? So today is the introduction. This is where you get to know me a little bit. Understand what we're going to be going over for the next few weeks of live streaming and learning about how you can become an expert in live streaming. Today was all about learning about the numbers behind everything. So 189 streams qualifies me as an expert. 30 to 40% repeat buyer base. Strongly dependent on live streaming. That is another element of expertise. So after that, we're gonna get into what you can do to set yourself up successfully for a live stream. So that's everything from the technology like ring lights to cameras, speakers, makeup, background, set display, finding the right lighting in your home or outside, creating the right template to build a successful live stream, and little tips and tricks that you won't want to miss out. So that's on for next live stream, which is next week on Wednesday. So be sure to set a notification and a calendar reminder. So for next Wednesday, that's the very beginning of this live stream series. And we're going to be going over everything you need to know pre-stream. So that's before you even go on live stream. What do you need? That's what we'll be covering in the next episode here on Instagram. So very excited about that. We're also going to go into structure of a live stream and how you can make the most out of what you're saying. We'll also go over some things that could go wrong. There's also notes here on how to generate excitement, how to entertain, inspire, connect, educate, excite your customer base via live stream. And then we'll talk about some live stream optimization techniques as well. So titles, after posting optimization, adding hashtags and a more built caption, optimizing it across all different platforms, etc. And then lastly, we'll go into a Q&A where I can take on some live stream guests with me on the camera so that we can go through some scenarios and you can get some practice in for live streaming and get on camera without risking your own profiles. You can just come on mine, do a little practice run of what you might say to an audience on your business page and get in a little practice. So I can invite people up via interview on the live stream itself. All they would have to do is request it, and I can bring people on so we can make it super interactive. And I'm also working on setting up some more incentive for joining throughout the full 5 weeks of videos and live streaming. So I am very, very, very excited about this. Please don't forget to set reminders in your calendars every Wednesday, 8 p.m. for the next 5 weeks, EST, of course. And set an alarm on your phone and share this video, please. I'm really, really looking forward to talking to you all more about live streaming and sharing all of my knowledge over the past 3 years of what it has been like live streaming on a weekly, sometimes twice weekly basis. And I'm really looking forward to hearing your guys' thoughts on everything. And that's basically it. So please like and share this video. And don't forget to join me for every other week starting now on Wednesdays. Thank you so, so much for joining. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your night. If you can do me a favor and go ahead and leave a comment on the IGTV of this video that will be saved after, I really appreciate it. But until next week, I will see you on Reels and on my